In the heart of a forgotten town lay an old cemetery, cloaked in mystery and shadow. A thick fog rolled in as night fell, shrouding weathered tombstones and casting an unsettling pall over the scene. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, and the only sound was the soft rustling of the wind through the ancient trees. 3 figures moved cautiously through the fog. Leading the group was Ethan, a determined investigator with a knack for uncovering the truth. Beside him, clutching a flashlight, was his skeptical friend, Marcus, whose nervous laughter betrayed his anxiety. Trailing behind was Lydia, a local who had grown up hearing the chilling legends of the cemetery. Her wide eyes darted nervously as she tried to mask her fear. They had come to investigate the recent surge of supernatural occurrences reported by the townsfolk. Whispers of ghostly apparitions, shadowy figures, and unexplained movements had spread like wildfire. Armed with cameras and equipment, they aimed to capture evidence and solve the mystery once and for all. As they ventured deeper, the atmosphere grew heavier. The fog thickened, and the temperature plummeted, sending icy fingers down their spines. Their flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing glimpses of the macabre scenery. An open grave here, a shattered headstone there. Lydia halted suddenly, her breath catching in her throat. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. Ethan nodded, straining his ears. Faint whispers drifted through the air, barely audible but undeniably present. They seemed to be coming from all directions, echoing off the tombstones and trees. Suddenly, Marcus let out a yelp as his flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced and twisted. A ghostly apparition appeared before them, its translucent form hovering silently. It was an old woman in a tattered dress, her hollow eyes locking onto the trio with a stare that pierced their souls. Marcus took an involuntary step back, his skepticism shattered. Lydia clutched Ethan's arm, her fear palpable. The apparition slowly raised a bony finger, pointing towards a large, ancient mausoleum at the edge of the cemetery. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if urging them to follow. Mustering their courage, they approached the mausoleum. The door creaked ominously as they pushed it open, revealing a dark, musty interior. The air was thick with decay, and the walls were covered in cryptic symbols. At the center of the room lay a stone sarcophagus, its lid adorned with intricate carvings. As they stepped closer, the whispers crescendoed into a deafening roar. The ground trembled, and the sarcophagus began to shake. Ethan took a deep breath and mustered all his strength to push the lid aside. Inside, they found an ancient tome bound in human skin, its pages filled with dark rituals and forbidden knowledge. The realization hit them like a wave. The source of the cemetery's unrest was not a mere ghost, but a powerful, malevolent force bound within the book. Ethan quickly closed the tome, and the whispers ceased abruptly. The fog began to lift, and an eerie silence settled over the cemetery. The trio stood in stunned silence, processing what they had just witnessed. Though they had survived the night, they knew the dark secret they had uncovered would haunt them forever. As they made their way out of the cemetery, the first light of dawn began to break, casting a pale glow over the ancient tombstones.